Joshua-Klitschko 2 looks like it's coming to Las Vegas, the United States. Stay tuned. Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash that like button. Also subscribe to the channel if you want to become part of gang. Hit the bell icon. Now, shout out to the super chats, the donations, the Patreon patrons. We really working. 2017 is keeping us busy. A lot of boxing. You got boxing meets MMA, Mayweather McGregor. You got just pure boxing, Canelo Golovkin, Broner Garcia, and the list goes on. Now, I'm gonna tell you everything I know. Ego rumor mill. It's just what it sounds like, a rumor. It's nothing set in stone, concrete. Follow me on social media. This is my page. We're almost at 70,000. We just working. We just doing some of this easy work. But this is in fact a rumor. But if you follow the channel, I made this video. Joshua-Klitschko, 2 new developments. Las Vegas front runner. 2 weeks ago, I made this video. Now, from what I'm hearing and what it's looking like, TMobile Arena is where they're eyeing this fight. Here's Eddie Hearn's verified page, promoter of Anthony Joshua, and he's flew over from the UK to Las Vegas. And it says site visit at T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, SkySports, Matchroom Boxing USA, and then this US flag, and then the British flag. So that's what it's looking like. It's looking like Joshua-Klitschko. Now, the biggest thing, I know Joshua said he's down for it. It really depends on Klitschko. Klitschko, I don't know how much money he wants and all that, but I think he would want to fight. The first fight, this is another reason why I think it's going to happen in Vegas. If Klitschko wants the rematch, which I mean, obviously I don't know 100% because that's a huge gamble. If he loses again, he might as well retire, especially if like the same result, but sooner. Like earlier in the rounds. But the reason I think it'll happen in Vegas is the first one already sold out Wembley, 90,000, record-setting fight. That's Joshua's backyard. Now, if he is going to take the gamble, I think he's going to want some kind of neutral ground. You know what I'm saying? Las Vegas is that. Neither guy is from the States in general. Definitely not Las Vegas. So it's a fight capital. It's an area that's going to draw tourists. And I mean, this is good for boxing, I guess. Here's my thing. Me personally, I'm not huge on rematches. I told you, I'm not really huge. I thought the first fight, we had a clear-cut, definitive winner by knockout. Yes, Joshua was tested. Klitschko was tested. They both battled adversity. But the right man won because he won by stoppage. There's no controversy, no premature stoppage. I mean, I seen a handful of people who were screaming that. Damn, how many plays this motherfucker got? A couple of people were screaming that, but definitely wasn't a premature stoppage, things like that. So for that reason, I'd like to just see Joshua face Kubrat Pulev so he can get on to the Joseph Parkers of the world, a unification with that, or Huey Fury winner. Parker's fighting Huey Fury, so the winner of that, or Deontay Wilder. That's just me. Or Luis King Kong Ortiz. That's me. But from a business perspective, it would be foolish for Eddie Hearn, Joshua-Klitschko to not rob the bank twice. The first fight did great ratings on both Showtime and HBO because that's how you know the fight was big, because both networks, Joshua had been on Showtime and had a contract with them, and Klitschko had been fighting on HBO, and neither network wanted to release the rights to their fighter and just say, oh, HBO didn't want to say, here, just let Klitschko fight on your network, we're not tripping. So that's how you know it's a big fight, because they had to work some middle ground where, okay, Showtime airs it first and then HBO gets the replay. And then I heard for the rematch, it's the reverse. HBO gets to air it first and Showtime gets to air the replay. So it is a lot of money in this fight, especially bringing it to the States. So it makes sense. It makes business sense. And the first fight was good. It was compelling. So I understand it. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you, me personally, I would motion for a fresh opponent, but I understand it totally from a business perspective. Plus, you got to look at it. Klitschko, he's 40, 41 years old, and part of what made this fight big was because he lent the Klitschko name and the credibility to this particular fight. Joshua versus Eric Molina wouldn't have sold 90,000 because it didn't sell 90,000. You know what I mean? And they did fight. You know what I mean? Dominic Brazil, none of those fights were as telling or as impactful for Joshua's career. So if Klitschko does in fact want some get back and he feels he can beat him in a rematch, I mean, you got to give the man his credit. Just like Danny Garcia versus Eric Morales. First fight was pretty close, went to a decision. Danny Garcia had a late knockdown of Eric Morales, I believe. I didn't really care to see the rematch, but I understood it. Eric Morales is a legend in the game. There was a rematch clause. So, you know what I mean? He wanted his opportunity to try to avenge it. So it makes sense. It makes a lot of business sense. I mean, I'm not trying to sound super anti the fight, but me personally, I'm just not too big on rematches if they don't need to happen. But again, I understand it from the business perspective. And who knows, shit, the rematch could be just as good as the first one based on the styles. Joshua's still developing certain things. Klitschko, after he got hurt, he got better. Kind of like Danny Jacobs did with Triple G, kind of like Ward did with Kovalev in the first fight. So maybe Klitschko, if he can tighten up certain things, maybe, who knows, you know what I mean? Because he won consecutive rounds and Joshua gassed out. So I don't know. I would lean towards Joshua, though, in the rematch just because he has the momentum and the youth and the confidence knowing I could stop this dude. But again, it looks like the front runner is Vegas, like I told you 2 weeks ago. And I think it's big, too, for the fact of heavyweight division for a long time. Is that Bruce Jenner? Oh, man, wow. I didn't even mean to play. I really thought that was Bruce Jenner. I thought he came out the Caitlyn persona. It was fucking with AJ. Sorry, but back to the heavyweight division. It's just good. The heavyweight division, like I said before, for years after Lennox Lewis retired, no one was beating the Klitschkos. Tony Thompson, I think he had multiple fights with Klitschko, came up short. Derek Chisora came up short. David Haye came up short. So it's good to see you got some people there. You know what I mean? Tony Bellew even knocked out David Haye. They might rematch. You have Joshua. You have Deontay Wilder, who's a personality. You have Amir Mansour, who feels he's been left out. He does have power. You have Luis King Kong Ortiz. No one wants to really scrap with him. You have Huey Fury, Joseph Parker winner. You have Tyson Fury, maybe. I don't know, because he don't look like he's losing enough weight to come back in the next couple of months from what I've seen. So there's some names out there, and I'm looking forward to that. And then you have new names like Tony Yuka, Daniel Dubois. There's some people out there, and this is what I like, because this is what excites the division. So that's my thoughts, Joshua Klitschko. And I mean, me being on the West Coast, being from California, this is close for me to get to, so I don't mind it for that reason too. Let me know who wins the rematch. Do you think it would go? Ego Rumor Mill, where we talk about the hottest rumors. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.